The trial in the case of Ivan Safronov, a former employee of the Russian newspapers Kommersant and Vedomosti, lasted several months. As a result, on September 5, the Moscow City Court found the journalist guilty of high treason and sentenced him to a huge term, 22 years in prison.
I can't call this sentence anything other than inadequate. The hackneyed phrase about illegality and groundlessness cannot reflect all the absurdity that happened today, which we have all witnessed.
Ivan Safronov was detained back in July 2020 on charges of treason. None of his colleagues believed in the official version. Many argued that this is due to his professional activities. He wrote about the Donbass and Russia's secret arms sales. Safronov was sentenced at the height of political repression against those who disagreed with the war in Ukraine.
The accusations against Ivan Safronov have not been proven. He got information from open sources, and therefore it seems to me that this is a rather cruel punishment for the journalistic work that Ivan Safronov was engaged in.
The Kremlin leader also commented on the decision of the court.
He was not only a journalist, he was also an advisor to the head of Roscosmos, and he earned money not only by his journalistic activities, but by collecting materials and placing them at the disposal of one of the Western intelligence services.
Even representatives of the European Union reacted to the sentence to Ivan Safronov.
EU calls on Russian authorities to drop the charges against former journalist Ivan Safronov and release him unconditionally. Regime's systematic crackdown against independent journalism deprives citizens of their right to factual information, including about Russia's war in Ukraine. Peter Stano, European External Action Service press secretary, on Twitter.
The Russian authorities are doing everything to eliminate any opposition in the country. Recently, a Moscow court decided to revoke the license of the independent newspaper Novaya Gazeta. With this, the Russian authorities have taken another step towards establishing full state control over the media.
The newspaper was killed today. They stole 30 years of life from its employees, deprived readers the right to receive information. From a statement of the editors of Novaya Gazeta.
But all this does not reduce the anti-war mood in Russia. On September 7, the Council of Deputies of the Smolninskaya municipality decided to appeal to the parliament with a proposal to charge President Putin with treason, to remove him from office. The decision was supported by the majority of those present. Although the very next day all the initiators were called to the police. There they drew up protocols on discrediting the army. Reported by Sergei Kulyas, Natalia Husak, UATV News.